Hey, planty people, it's your boy Jordan. You guys are back with Kentucky Plant Daddy. Today's video is going to be me rating my Alocasia. I have 9 Alocasia, I think 8 tops. And I'm going to be rating them from my least favorite to my most favorite. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. It means a lot, and I think that it's really fun that we get to be on here and just share our hobby together. So we're going to get started with my 9th place. So it's my least favorite Alocasia in my collection. Okay, so in 9th place, my least favorite Alocasia in my collection is my Alocasia Poly. And the reason why it's my least favorite Alocasia is because it has been my most dramatic. I bought it as a really big plant from like Lowe's, and it died right away. I didn't move it to semi-hydro or anything. It just, like, the leaf one after another dropped. And so once I got to looking at it, it had spider mites, which apparently Alocasia are notorious for. So I dug around in the soil. It had some corms, and I sprouted these corms whenever they came up. They sprouted a single leaf each. Like, see how they are? Well, now that they've sprouted, they've been like this for a long time, and they haven't given me second leaves. So I'm going to attribute this to, like, it could also be my fault because I need to probably pot them up a little different. They're in stratum in this little cup, but I had them in like an enclosed container trying to give them like additional humidity. And I think I just need to go ahead and put them in a pond leca mix like I have everything else in. So we're gonna watch these little poly that I have. These are the last 2 that I have. All the other ones have gone away. Some of the other corms I got, I transitioned them from the humidity dome situation that I had them in to regular humidity, and within like a few weeks they got spider mites too. So I don't know if this is a me problem or the Alocasia Poly or Amazonica problem, but so far, just how hard it's been for me to care for them, they are my last place Alocasia in my collection. Okay, so in 8th place is my Alocasia Aslania A. I don't know how to say this. So I actually think that I will love this once it grows. I love like this. Look at that pink. Like, it's just so pretty. This is the newest leaf. And the reason why it's 8th place is because it hasn't grown as much as the others. Both of these leaves have come out in my care, which also means, and one of the reasons why it's further down the list, is that it's doing this like get a new leaf, kill off the old leaf thing. So it's staying in this like 2-leaf club situation. I have not done anything that I can think of to cause this. I treat it like all my others. The only thing that I can think of is that this is in like an enclosed system, and my other ones that are doing a little bit better are in like a pot with a reservoir. So I'm gonna probably transition this one soon to a similar situation. But I think that once I get once this turns into a better specimen for me, like once I can get the hang of it growing, I think it won't be this low in the list. I think it's gonna be a beautiful Alocasia. And so the Aslania is the number 8 Alocasia in my collection. Okay, so the 7th place Alocasia on my list, I haven't had very long. It's probably only been about a month, and that is my regular green form Frydek. And so basically, I've seen this plant on all kinds of videos, and I just love how beautiful it is. It seems that people get this to be like a big, beautiful plant. So I brought it home from a Facebook purchase, and I transitioned it from soil to pond leca mix, and it seems to be happy. I'm going to try to get it out of here. This is going to be hard to do. So my steak. So this is what it looks like under there. You guys, I don't know if you can tell, but the roots look okay still. I'm trying to turn it so y'all can see. And also it's pushing a leaf. So I'm happy with the transition. I was scared it was gonna shock, like pretty scared. The thing is that like without the stake, this heavier leaf is pretty droopy. So I have had it staked up, and then I just have like a hairpin in it. And once again, I don't dislike this plant. I don't dislike any of these plants, really. It's just that it has some things, and we're working on them. So that is why it is in 7th place right now. It's pushing a leaf, so that is one thing that has me excited. And I love the Fridex. I love the all green one. I want a big, beautiful all green one. I love the variegated ones. This could very easily climb up the list, but I figured for now it can be in 7th place, and I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram about this new leaf that it's pushing. So also I wanted to mention that this big leaf is like the older leaf, and then this smaller leaf is the newest leaf that my new leaf is pushing from. So like whatever happened between this leaf and this leaf, the plant seemed a little unhappier, which is why I went ahead and decided to get it out of the soil that it was in and into different conditions. So 7th place, Alocasia Friday. Okay, so 6th place is my Alocasia Black Velvet. And the 2 new leaves that it's put out in my care are this one first. And then this one is still like expanding. I got this from Plant Swap. You guys can watch it in one of my haul videos. It was, I think, either just this leaf and this leaf, or it had 3 little leaves. I can't remember, and I lost one of the leaves. But it was in moss, and then I transitioned it to Lecapon mix. And it's in like a little container, maybe like a 3-inch, 2-inch, I don't know. And I literally just have it sitting in a cup in a reservoir. But like, look at the roots. This is all since transitioning it. There's roots all throughout the Lecapon. So I'm still going to let this settle in here for a little while, because it's only been maybe like, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months. When was that swap? September. So it's November, maybe like 2 months ago. But these 2 new leaves came like fairly quickly. And I think that I still have some room for my roots to grow in here. But yeah, so I like this plant. I just think that we need more time together. And so far, I like the growth of it. It's grown for me well. And it's like solid middle of the pack Alocasia so far. I do like my Alocasia Black Velvet. So the next one is my oldest Alocasia, and also it's like the 5th place and 4th place Alocasia, because I have my mother Alocasia Tiny Dancer here. And this plant at one point had 14 leaves on it. and I could just tell that like it was struggling to keep up with those leaves. So I chopped it back significantly, like to 4 leaves. And I could tell that that was too many leaves for it because I feed these plants like so regularly, and like it's not, I mean, I guess technically it could be up potted, but like it just was like yellowing in places. What I've found is that I transitioned this from dirt a long time ago. I got this plant from plantarina.com when I like first started collecting. And I had it in dirt for a while and it did just like okay. This was probably January of last year. And then I started watching videos about semi-hydroponics. It was one of the first ones that I transitioned to LECA. And so when I transitioned it to LECA, which I'll show you the root system, it has been, like I said, 14 leaf club. Now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I cut it back to 4 leaves and it's already back at 6. So this plant will get much fuller. I have faith in it. It's been a long-term plant for me and I know how it grows. But whenever I transitioned it, it had a so little baby corm and I sprouted that corm. I'll put videos of it sprouting here and here and here. And then now we have like almost an adult plant. Like this is like so close to being mature, right? Like I would say this is like late teenager. So I would say right now, I will say I have a connection to this plant because it was my first Alocasia, period. And then I also have a connection to this plant because it was my first ever corm and it was like a successful corm, unlike my polys, which would probably have been a better plant to me if I would put it in some stuff like this one. But in saying that, I think the mother plant's going to be 5th place. Just because I got this plant and it kind of it didn't look like this good, but it was like already like an adult plant. But like this plant I raised from nothing. And I think that's like a cute experience. And I think that's why this one's going to be in 4th place. So out of my 9 Alocasia, I have my 5th place mother tiny dancer and my 4th place teenager Alocasia tiny dancer. Okay, so my 3rd place Alocasia, I'm not sure if I've ever shown it on my channel. I got this plant from Candace, and but I didn't get this plant at the swap. I think I got this maybe like a week or 2 before the swap, so I don't think it was in my swap haul videos. But maybe it has been on the channel before. But my 3rd place Alocasia is my Alocasia Jacqueline. And the reason why that it is my 3rd place plant is because it's grown really well for me. I got this plant in moss and it was so little. Like look at these like itty bitty baby leaves down here. That's how little it was, and it was in moss. So then it gave me this leaf, and now it's giving me this leaf, which still hasn't like hardened yet. And just maybe a week ago, I moved it from the moss to this little cute semi-hydro setup. And I can just already tell that it's liking it, like looking at the root system, like, yeah, that's how you want your roots to look post-transition. So it's growing well for me. It's put out, I think, 3 leaves for me. This one, and this one. And the only leaf that was from the original plant was this one. And then the other leaf that it had, it was like little and it went away. But it's up there because I know this isn't like a mature plant yet. It still has like a lot of growing to do, but I like that it's not keeping me in the 2-leaf club, and it seems happy, and it's taken to its transition, and it's just a unique looking Alocasia altogether. So I really like the texture of it. It's like fuzzy, and so yeah, it's going to be my third place Alocasia, just based off of its growth and its transition. Okay, so my second place Alocasia, you guys might make fun of me because I don't really know the ID of it fully yet. I need to look into it, and like you'd think that I would already had looked into it because it's my second favorite Alocasia, but originally I thought maybe this was a Alocasia green dragon, but looking at it again, I'm thinking it's a sinuata. So I'm going to look at it and look it up, but you guys leave in the comments like what you think. I think it is a sinuata. And so the reason why it's my second favorite is that, number one, I got this plant and it looked like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this, not that this looks ugly, but like it just was like, okay, a cute little Alocasia. And then I transitioned it from, moss. Transitioned from moss to semi-hydro. And this is the first leaf it gives me. What the hell? This is a beautiful leaf. And so this leaf right here has captured my heart, and it is the second place leaf in my Alocasia collection. Like, she's beautiful. So if you guys can see, I have a leaf coming here, and then I also have it like my black velvet, because I potted these up at the same time, in Leca Pond mix. And oh no, I think I got like corms in here already, which is cool, but I'm not ready to repot you, so I'm not going to collect them yet. But yeah, here is the root system. And then I have like the roots all just look so good. I love looking at roots. I don't know about you guys. Roots are like my favorite thing. I'm like, forget the plant, let's look at the roots. But yeah, my Alocasia green dragon sinuata, I don't know yet, but I think it's a sinuata. And it is my second place Alocasia. Okay, guys, so I've got to get up to get my first place Alocasia, and you guys can guess the drum roll is that this plant has just grown berserk for me, and I absolutely love it. So this was from Plant Haven, Toronto. My Lanta. What a specimen. So like, I'm going to try to get a different shot of this and show you like what all is happening in here. Because, okay, it has a front light source, so it's facing that way. There's 4 plants now sprout. So there's like the main plant is in the middle, and that's where this leaf is coming up. So it's constantly giving me leaves, constantly. And then on top of that, the 3 plants surrounding it, which I guess were just corms, sprouted up and like have turned into their own plants now. Like this right here, this section, there's like 3 pretty decent sized leaves. Like this is the last hardened leaf. Like that's a whole plant now to itself. Like I could just pluck that out of there if I wanted. It has a new leaf right here too, but it's like not hardened off, so I don't want to mess with it. But so there's 3 plants like that in it. It has like a lot above it, like up here, but then it also has like one of those Barina tower lights in front of it, which it seems to be favoring the tower light because it's facing like out. But This is like my pride and joy, Alocasia. I never in a million years thought that I would be able to make this plant look this beautiful. This plant makes me look like a good plant owner, and it has been just like a super easy plant for me. It came in dirt. I transitioned it right away to semi-hydro, and it took straight to it. I transitioned it like a few days before I went on a trip to Mexico, and then when I came back, it had already pushed a leaf in the new semi-hydro setup. It just loved it. So I'm going to try to lift it out of the pot. This pot is like a ceramic pot from Home Goods or something. And so if I lift it up out of here, oh, Lanta, oh my goodness. Hold on. It's like hard because you got to get like right on the edge or it's going to like fall a little bit, and I don't want to like, okay. That's what's happening in there. It's love and life. This is one of my favorite plants in my collection, and probably my inspiration to collect more tops of Alocasia. If my green one starts to look like this one, I will love it, because I just love, I love the variegated one. Like this leaf, what in the world? That's beautiful. But I also, there's like a beautiful thing about like the original non-variegated plants. So you just kind of have to figure out what you love. I love them both, which is why I have them both. And this is the winner of my Alocasias. And I thought that it would be good to just update you on how my Alocasias were doing. The collection has grown quite a bit since my intro to my collection videos, and I want to show you guys. Okay guys, so tell me, what do you think? Do you guys have Alocasias? Do you like the genus? How many Alocasia are too many? Because a lot of people say they're finicky plants. I have had some experience with some finicky ones, so I can kind of attest to that. I am going to also shout my husband out because he bought me this cute like sweatshirt off of Temu, and that was just cute and thoughtful, I thought. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the 300 subscribers again. I really appreciate it. Please keep watching Kentucky Plant Daddy, and I'll link my Instagram stuff below like I always do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.